If you are planning to read Wheel of Time books, then this video is for you. Do watch it because it will help you immensely in reading this series. It's a slow series, it's a high fantasy, and it's a lot confusing. So do watch this video. You will find some pointers that will help and enable you to read this series with ease. I've read the first 4 books in this series, and that actually gave me some experience how to progress with Wheel of Time books. So let's start with the same. I'll be discussing 5 pointers in this video. There's one more point that I'll be discussing towards the end of this video. I consider it as a 6th point, or you can say a bonus point. So do watch this video. I'll be discussing some apps, some things that may help you in reading Wheel of Time with ease. There's a series dropping of this series, like Wheel of Time TV show will be dropping in November, and I know many people will be picking up this series by then and once the trailer drops. So I'm excited for the same. I'm excited to watch how the things progress, and that's the reason I'm coming up with this video to help you all. So let's start with the same. Let's first roll the intro. We'll later jump into this video. Hey guys, welcome back to my new video. I hope everyone's doing absolutely fine. For those who are new to my channel, I'm Divyaman. You will find book reviews, unboxings, vlogs, and a lot many other fun stuff related to books and fandoms. So if you find that kind of stuff, you can subscribe button. And now let's start with this video. So now I'll be discussing all those pointers I wanted to discuss with you all. And the first one is installing an app named Wheel of Time Compendium. You'll find the same app on Android Play Store. You will find the app on Play Store. Many people haven't actually installed the same. I think when I last checked, it was 5,000 plus downloads. So it's a new app. It's an unofficial app, but it works offline as well. So why do you need to install this app? Why you need this app with this Wheel of Time series? The one point is pretty simple, that this series is pretty confusing. There are many characters that will pop up in book 1, may not pop up in any other books. You will find them in the book in the later parts, and you will not remember all the things that the characters did in the first book, in the second one, on the third one. So you will not remember all those characters and their names and what were the segments that were dedicated to them in those books. And you can't really read all the books again and again. Even if you can, then also it is pretty tough to keep track of characters. So this app actually helps in, it enables you to search any character you want to, and you will find a little summary about the same and what happened to that character in that specific book. For instance, if you are reading the second book, that is The Great Hunt, and if you want to know about one character that was introduced in book 1, that is the Eye of the World, then you can just enter Eye of the World at the top and the name of the character, and you will find the summary of that character down below. So I'll add all those screenshots or maybe a video down here. You will find how it works, but it's an amazing app. I have been using this app since I started Wheel of Time series, and many people don't know about the same. They try to read summary and all those kind of things. I'll be discussing summary in the next points, but still you can't really know about all those characters in detail through summaries and all those things. So you can take help of this app. It's pretty useful, and it will definitely help you because Wheel of Time books are slow and there are many characters. Second point here I will be discussing is summary and how to read the same. So summaries are pretty important while reading Wheel of Time books or any other series, because you tend to forget many things when you jump to the next book. And for Wheel of Time, you can refer to Wheel of Time Fandom. That is a wiki page of Wheel of Time books. You will find many summaries and many details about this series on that website. Also at the website of Dragon Mount, they have acquired the rights of Wheel of Time series long back. So you can totally refer to those sites, and at the same time you can also watch the videos by Daniel Green. He actually explained it quite well about Wheel of Time books. He had made actually a separate video for all of those books. I think they are 10 minutes long videos, and I actually enjoyed watching those. I'm a big fan of his, and I can totally say that you can watch those summaries. You can watch and you can know all about the series if you are taking a long break from the series. For my case, I took a long break after reading the first book because I'm not a big fan of the first book. It was on a pretty average side for me, so I took a 1.5 to 2 years break from the series. So when I wanted to read the book second, it was quite I almost forgot everything, and that's the reason when I started looking for summaries and I read the same. So you can actually reread the series, but it's quite tough because the Wheel of Time books are slow. So summaries can be a great advantageous thing for you. You can refer to those and you can actually take help from the same. Even if you want to reread, go ahead with it. It'll be quite insightful and enjoyable for you all. So how many people will agree with me with my third point, but it is to not judge this series by the first book in the series, that is The Eye of the World. Do not judge this series by reading the first book itself. It's a long series, and many people actually say that the first book is a prologue itself. It's a 900-page prologue to the book series, that is the Wheel of Time series. So I personally didn't like the first book. It wasn't that great. It was on my average side. I believe I rated it 3 or 3.5 stars. There are review present on my channel, but they are too slow. I would recommend you to go for them. Like, I'm planning to shoot them again. But anyhow, as I was saying, don't like judge this series by reading the first book, and I don't think a lot many people will agree with me, but it has been my experience that the first book in the series is not necessarily a good one. That happened with me in Shadow and Bone trilogy. I didn't like the first book, but the series was like good when I read the other two books, and that actually happened with me in a lot many series. So that actually happens. The first book is a debut by the author in majority of the cases, and you don't need to like judge the series by reading just the first book. You need to give it another shot, and you should read like a couple of more books before making up your mind whether you want to continue with the series or not. As I've said, it was my personal choice to take a long break. I took it like for 2 years, and then I picked the second book. I loved the second book. It was so much fun that I'm like hooked with this series. Fourth pointer is pretty basic, and I think it actually matches with the third one a lot. So I would recommend you to not DNF and finish this series as soon as you start the book. Like, I'm not saying you to sit and read all the 14 books in the series, but if you're picking one book in the series, then do read this series as quickly as you can, because you tend to lose the grip from the series quite easily, from the book quite easily. And I'm saying it from my personal experience. If you take break with Wheel of Time book, then you are like tend to DNF this book quite easily, because they are slow and a lot many characters are not fun. You will not find wow moments quite easily, and that actually makes it quite hard for you to read this series. There are a lot many POVs, and like if the book actually stuck with one character, it takes like 150 200 pages with that specific character, with that specific point of view. So that actually makes it quite irritating, and I'm saying it from my personal experience. If you're starting this book, finish it as quickly as you can, or you are tend to DNF this book quite easily. Also, my advice to the new readers: do not pick this series. That's my own like personal choice, my own like opinion. I don't know how many people will agree with me, but it's a high fantasy, and if you are into YA fantasy kind of books, then you may not like this series. You'll end up like giving this book 1 star because it's slow, and you are not, as I've said, will not get a lot many wow moments. So for new readers who are new to fantasy, I wouldn't recommend you reading Wheel of Time books. Then I would recommend you to go ahead with the books like Shadow and Bone trilogy, Six of Crows, and like Squab's books and all those things. Do read those books first, be it Harry Potter or Percy Jackson. Then you can pick this kind of a series named Wheel of Time, because it's high fantasy, you tend to lose grip and all those things. So that was the fourth point. If you're starting any book in Wheel of Time series, just finish it as soon as you can. So the next pointer is related to Wheel of Time Edition. So as you can see, as you have maybe like noticed in the thumbnail itself, that I own these mass market paperbacks. So I would recommend you to go ahead with these mass market paperbacks. These will be like pretty rare in the coming time. You will not find these covers, and the old ones, like you'll find the cover image on your screens here. So you'll not find these covers quite easily. These are second-hand books, and you can find them at book fairs and like bookstores. So the new covers are, let me just keep it down for a bit. So as I was saying, like these covers will be not in stock real soon. Like these will be rare, and if you find these type of covers in the market, in second-hand markets, Daryaganj market, in some book fairs, Delhi book fairs, World book fair, then do go ahead with it, because it is the essence of reading on these editions is like gives you next level high, and it will be like pretty like exciting for you to read on these editions, because these are like first editions kind of books. Like some of them were printed in 90s, and I actually liked like reading all my books on these books. And the newer editions, as you know, will be having a Prime Video kind of a sticker. I've already seen the covers, and you'll find the same on your screen somewhere around here. So you'll find those Prime Video stickers on them, and movie tie-ins will be coming up real soon. So if you are just for like reading, you don't care about the covers, then you can go ahead with any type of cover. But if you want, you can go ahead with this type of covers. You'll find in the second-hand markets. Just hit the markets just now, because after December, most probably there'll be a lot of demand for these covers. It will be expensive, and you will not be finding them quite easily. So my advice would be to go ahead with these covers, and if possible, go ahead with mass market paperbacks, because these are long series. You can carry them quite easily. And do check my Brandon Sanderson book comparison video of Stormlight Archive, because the covers is Thor Fantasy. This is a Thor Fantasy mass market paperback, and hardcover is also Thor Fantasy, and the paperbacks are Golan's. that was the same case with Brandon Sanderson books, and I already did a book comparison video for the same, so you can refer to that video for Wheel of Time itself, because I don't actually have a paperback copy of Wheel of Time. When I get a paperback, I'll definitely make a book comparison video for you all, but my advice for you would be to go ahead with mass markets for Wheel of Time series. I know the spine will look like this, but still it'll be a next level high for you to own these covers. So go ahead with it. Also, you can get a hardcover, like many people ask me where you can get Wheel of Time hardcovers. So I would recommend them to go ahead with 30th anniversary edition that are recently there in the market. Like the first book, The Eye of the World, is available in the market, and you can find the 30th anniversary edition for the same. I believe all the books will be having a 30th anniversary edition, so you can finish your collection. You can start your collection from there. So yeah, my advice for you would be related to these editions and all I've said. So let's jump on to the next point. I don't have anything else to say about these covers. So now coming on to the final point of this video, and you can say it's a bonus point, or you can say it's the 6th point in this video. So it's related to the publication order of this series, Wheel of Time. So I would recommend you to go ahead with publication order for reading this series. Like majority of the people actually open Goodreads first before picking up any kind of a series. I actually do the same, but you shouldn't actually pick New Spring, that is the prequel to Wheel of Time series, before you pick the series itself. Like you'll find book 0 or 0.1 on Goodreads before you, like if you start and open that playlist on Goodreads, you will find book 0 and New Spring name ahead it. So don't go ahead with New Spring first, just start with The Eye of the World, because The Eye of the World actually was released in 1990, and that actually came, the prequel actually came in 2000, I think it was 2003 or 2004. So that actually came after 14 long years, and the author actually wanted us to read that book after that long period. So I would recommend you to not go ahead with the Goodreads order, but go ahead with publication order. So that will be the best order for you, because I haven't actually read the New Spring yet, but I'm following the order: The Eye of the World, and then Great Hunt, then Dragon Reborn, Shadow Rising, Fires of Heaven, and all the other books in the series. So yeah, that was a 6-pointer. Just stick to the publication order. There are not a lot many ways like Brandon Sanderson series or anything as such, like Robin Hobb series. There's just one way to read this series. One, you can start with the publication order, that is The Eye of the World. One is to start from the prequel, that is New Spring. My opinion is to start from the publication order. So that was a 6-pointer, and a few other things that I want to say to you all at the end of this video. The first point was related to characters. So I would totally recommend you to stick with main characters throughout this Wheel of Time series. Don't actually fret over smaller characters, those who are popping up in books once or twice. Like some people try to go back into the book to find that character, to know what happened with that character in the book itself. As I've said, I recommended you an app so you can take help from the same, but don't fret too much on those characters. Those are minor characters. Just stick to the major ones. That will help you in gaining the speed while reading Wheel of Time series, and it will enable you to finish this series quite easily. Just don't fret about characters too much. Just even if you don't remember, it doesn't really matter that much. So that was the video I planned for you all. I just hope you liked it and it was helpful for you. I just wanted to make and help you while help you for reading Wheel of Time series. A lot many people were asking me to make some content related to Wheel of Time series, and I know the series is dropping in November, and I'm pretty much excited for the same. And I'm looking forward to watch that series. I'm looking forward to read the book 5 in the series, and let's see when the trailer drops. But the sneak peeks that the Wheel of Time page is giving us is just amazing. We are finding teasers, we are finding small clippets, images, and motion and video pictures. So I'm looking and loving them. That was all for this video. I just hope you liked it. If you did, you can hit the like button. You can comment down below and let me know your thoughts about the same. If you want to ask me anything about this video or anything about Wheel of Time series, you can comment down below and let me know about the same. So that was all, and you can share this video with friends and family. You can subscribe to my channel if not done already. You can also follow me over my social media handles. You can anytime DM me on my Instagram. I'm pretty slow over there from the last few weeks, but still I reply to all of you. So that was all for this video. We'll be catching up real soon. For now, that was all. Stay healthy, stay home, stay safe, and bye bye.